Recording now. Okay, good. We're going. And at any time you want to give me a thumbs up or like a woo woo, that'll help me feel like we're jiving. And I'm not green, so these kinds of things kind of like poke my eyeballs out now. But I will say that I love talking money, so I'm excited about that part of it. I'm excited about what this is going to do for each one of our businesses and the various layers within our organization that this is going to inspire. From the people that just felt like going ambassador just seemed way too big and way too scary, to the people that maybe got to double or even triple and then had a team leave potentially or a leg fall out and then just are feeling daunted by the rebuilding process. I believe this is really going to truly simplify and honor all parts of the comp plan and get people back on pace where they need to be. Now, one thing I want you to know, one of the reasons we have done what we're doing here with the comp plan is because as we continue to expand internationally, this makes our plan much more globally acceptable and will allow us to have one plan versus multiple plans in different markets. And so that's exciting because we want to, the more unified we can be, the more simple it'll be across the platforms. All right, so again, you just got a table of contents there when you open in your book. I'm going to go ahead and start screen sharing with you guys. Let me see how that happens. All right, so here we go. We've got the comp book here, and if it's not yet in your French or Spanish that you can see, it will be very, very soon. Table of contents. You're going to see we moved a lot more to the back to keep it simple. Welcome to It Works, a retail customer, a loyal customer, and a distributor. What are those things? Like I said, this is very content heavy. We're going to simplify that here. We're going to work on simplifying that. But you know, again, it talks about your first 30 days and being commission qualified. I want you guys to know that you still need to have an 80 BV auto shipment or 150 in personal bonus volume for the month in order to be commission qualified each and every month. And I'm sure we're all in agreement that we want everybody on auto ship. You know, life is going to happen, you guys. And nothing like drives me more bonkers than when someone's like, oh, is there anything I can do to make this happen? So-and-so wasn't qualified and they missed it. They had this come up at the end of the month. And I think to myself, nothing should keep you from being commission qualified. You should be on auto ship every single month. So, uh-oh, I don't know how somebody was able to just, let me see here for a second. Okay. So we're going to get to your questions. How is somebody writing on the screen? That's not me doing that. So let me stop the share. I'm going to start the share again. Apparently other people can mess with that. I didn't know that. All right. So, you know, a couple things I want to point out. Yes, you still need 2 customers, and the customer must have a minimum of 25 BV to earn a product reward. You have 60 days to cash in on those product rewards. How do you become Fast Start qualified? You still need 2 customers, minimum 25 BV in your first 30 days, as well as you got to run your auto ship or have 150 in personal bonus volume to be Fast Start qualified. And how do you earn a Fast Start bonus? Your new person has to have at least 2 customers with 25 BV minimum, and they have to run an auto ship or have 150 in sales. Okay, none of that has changed. We're going to start climbing the ranks. Let's just remind you that a leg is initiated with a distributor, and a qualified leg is 400 total group volume coming from the depth of that leg. All right, 400 volume. We're going to start looking into the rank structure and how you move up, but I want to real quickly move you back down here to the glossary terms. This you want to become very familiar with, especially if you're struggling with something. Oh, is this still 400? Yes, it is still, a qualified leg is still 400. What is this PCV definition? The sum of BV from a distributor's personally enrolled customers. Can you give someone PCV? If you give them a customer, remember, you don't keep the enrollership of a customer if you give it away. So yes, that would be considered their PCV. I'm going to say that again. Can you help give someone PCV? If you want to give up new customers, then yes, you can. And for those people qualifying for a rank up bonus this month, then you're going to absolutely want to have new customers, because that's how you get new PCV. All right. And yes, I'll say you can place that for someone, because when you give a customer away, they get the enrollership on it. So it's no question of who enrolled it. It looks like they enrolled it. All right. Let's go back up here and let's start looking at how we rank promote. Okay. First of all, let's start, we're all beginning as a distributor. You get paid through 2 levels. Executive is still what has always been. 2 qualified legs. 2 qualified legs, that's 400 in volume. No volume minimum requirements as an executive. Just 2 qualified legs. You now get paid through 3 levels. That's 5% on the 3rd level. Then we look at Ruby. Ruby now is 3 qualified legs. That still means 400, 400, 400. But you also see there that you also need 2,000 group volume. Oh, that must mean qualified leg change. No, it didn't change. They minimum have to have 400 volume, group volume. The other 800 that may not come out of those legs just needs to come from you as personal volume, or one of those legs needs to have more than 400. But minimally, you have to have 4 qualified legs. That 800 can come from any of those legs additionally, or your own personal volume. Does that make sense? Can I see a show of hands or a thumbs up? Like, woo, woo. I'm clear on that now, because I know that's been a question. And as we continue, I want to make sure that we're all clear on that. Now, executive in Ruby, there is no maintenance requirement, okay? It is, you have to get there with structure. What I like about it is it's way less structure, or way less maintenance than it was before. If you guys remember, under the old compensation plan, they had to have 4,000 group volume to maintain. Now we just simply have 2,000 and 3 qualified legs. Okay, that's a Ruby. I'm seeing the chats light up, and I've got a team that will send me a text if there's something they feel I need to be interrupted with. Otherwise, we'll go through those at the end and clear anything up, okay? All right, let's move on to Emerald. Now, Emerald, why do we want to go Emerald? Why do we want to teach our people to go Emerald? Because we want them now to get paid through their 5 levels and the 6 Infinity Emerald bonus, okay? And so what needs to happen for them to be Emerald? Well, they don't need any more than 3 legs. 1 is qualified, 2 are Ruby. Now here's the deal. To be an Emerald, you have to have that structure, and, to be an Emerald, you have to have that structure and 5,000 group volume. Well, that's interesting, right? Because a Ruby only needs 2,000 each, and a qualified leg only needs 400. So where the heck is that other 600 GV coming from? Anywhere. It can be from one of your Rubies. It can be from one of your qualified leg, or it can be from your own personal volume. Does that make sense? It could even be from a 4th leg that you have, because we all know for those of us that are higher than Emerald, we probably have a 4th, 5th, or even 6th leg. I just want to make sure that we're all clear on that. All right, now let's move down to Diamond and above as we continue to rank promote. I'm going to look at my text and make sure that I don't have like a burning question coming at us. Okay, we're doing good. Sorry, all my devices are dead right now, so everything's plugged in. All right, so let's keep working through. And we're going to look at a diamond. A diamond again. We only need 3 legs now, moving all the way up to ambassador. How exciting is that? So again, 1 needs to be considered an emerald, which means that it has, okay, you can start maintaining emerald. So let me go back to that real quick. Because you can maintain emerald. Why am I missing that little sheet that tells me that? Hold on just a second. I'm going to look at my emerald sheet just to make sure I'm saying that correctly. I think you can maintain emerald with 8,000 BV, and the 50% rule is pertains, okay? So you can either get there with structure and 5,000 group volume, or you can maintain with 8,000 in volume, and no more can come out of 1 leg. Does that make sense? Okay. All right, I'm going to keep moving through. Why am I right? Okay, so here we go. Now we're going to look at diamond. Diamond, 3 qualified legs. We know to maintain volume, all you need is 10,000. But to get there, you need an emerald, a ruby, a qualified leg, and 8,000 group volume. So we know your emerald's going to have 5,000 minimum. We know your ruby is going to have 2,000 minimum. And we know your qualified leg will have 400. So that's $600 again you have to make up to meet the minimum. That could be personal volume, or one of your legs could have additional volume, which typically happens, doesn't it? They typically have a little extra volume here and there. But to maintain it with volume only, you need 10,000, no more than 5,000 of the 10,000 can come from one leg. Okay, now if they have 15,000 group volume, 10 of it can come from one leg. They just need at least 5,000 coming from outside of a power leg. That's always been the way. I just want to reiterate that with you, okay? And then you start earning your generational bonuses when you go diamond, as well as you start earning, you guys, we've called them CAB bonuses, we've called them coding bonuses, we've called them diamond bonuses. We're trying to redefine it in a way that makes sense to the masses. You will now hear that bonus called new distributor leadership bonuses, because it's a bonus that is paid by adding new distributors to your team after you go diamond, and you get that $80 pay raise. Can I get a thumbs up if that makes sense? I got you, Christina. Thank you for that. I can only see about 4 of you at a time, so I keep trying to shuffle. So I got Jody and Christina right in front of me. I'll depend on you guys giving me thumbs up. All right, let's keep going. What does a double diamond need? 3 legs. One simply needs to be qualified. One needs to rank at an emerald, which we know minimum is 5,000. And we know one needs to rank as a diamond, which is minimum 8,000. 5,000 plus 8,000 is 13,000 plus qualified leg, 13,400. That's $1,600 that has to come from somewhere in your structure. It doesn't matter where. It can be your own personal volume if you are a massive customer gatherer and keeps all your customers, okay? I just want to make sure we're not getting tripped up with that and we're thinking a qualified leg is different. We're giving you permission to allow that volume to come from other places, which you guys have asked. You guys have said, remove so many circles, you know? And that's why we taught upselling at conference. We want to teach our people that it's not just about signing up a customer here today, gone tomorrow. It's about truly helping somebody get fit with the right products that will help them meet their goals, change their life. And we know traditionally that's going to be more than one. So this allows us to really, really honor a customer and not just think about a number with a minimum. Does that make sense? We can just get that volume in. All right. I'm going to press pause. Just make sure y'all still have a smile on your face. All right, Amber, now I can see you, which is good, because if you want me to get my attention, you can be like, woo! All right, let's move on to triple diamond. Triple diamond, 3 qualified legs. Woo, woo! Not qualified legs. I used that wrong. 3 legs. And 2 of them are diamonds. 1 of them is double diamond. So if you notice, you guys, we're taking that strongest, like what you needed from before, even though it's still less work needed because there's not as many boxes, the volume is still going to be relatively the same. Now, double diamond, it takes 15,000 to get there, but if you're going to use volume to maintain, it's 25,000 to maintain. No more than half. More than half has to come outside of one leg, but 15,000 to get there. As we move to triple, you can get there with 2 diamonds and a double diamond, but keep in mind, you need 35,000 in volume to get there, 50,000 to maintain with just volume. Woo, this is a tongue twister, isn't it? Lots of information coming at you. If your diamond has 8,000, your other diamond has 8,000, your double diamond has 15,000, that's 31,000. You still need 4,000 somewhere. That can come from any of those legs or your own personal volume, okay? And you can see how you're getting, obviously you're still getting paid on your generations. You're starting to move up in your new distributor leadership bonus. As a double, you get an extra 40 for a total of 120. As a triple, you get another 15 for a total of 135. That's why we go to leadership, right? Is we want to maximize the full comp plan. We want to get paid on generations, and we also want to get paid on our new distributor leadership bonuses. What kind of money is a generational? It's money that incentivizes you to work with the team you currently have. What does a new distributor leadership bonus do? It incentivizes you to go out and keep building new. Boom, boom, keep building new. You already know what you're doing. We're going to pay you more to keep doing the same thing. We find it more valuable to throw more money in your pocket. You're already well trained. You know how we roll. That's kind of what that bonus is about. But It is truly a bonus that requires us and incentivizes us to keep bringing in new business, okay? I'm going to keep using terminology that you guys can use as you share with people what these bonuses are there for and why they're in the comp plan. It's driving the right behaviors, driving the right behaviors. We ready to move on to presidential, Amber? She says she's, all right, I'm gonna look into the chat room for a minute, okay? I'm gonna bounce back into the chat room, so I'm gonna stop the share. All right. All right. All right, what strategy are we giving our team to get all that extra volume? Well, some of it's going to be because you just have more team members. You just find more team members. You don't have to have a box with a team member, but with more team members, we know comes more volume. I also, if we're truly teaching the steps of success and we're telling you go out every month and grab 4 new customers and we're telling you to get 3 new team members, that in and of itself is going to bring in more volume. And to be honest, as long as it doesn't have to be in all these perfect little places, it's going to simplify the process of moving up. We didn't say we weren't still going to make you work for it. We just weren't going to be so green about where you had to place everything and put everything. However, how many of you have some people that are customer gathering machines, or they have extra distributors, they're just not in the right places, and yet you can't seem to hit that next flip-in level? You still got to have volume. When we say that you're not going to make less money with a simplified comp plan, that's because some of you have had to place so darn low customers and distributors to hit the next promotion. You forfeited what you can earn in money to hit that rank and hopefully open up more money in the future. We're telling you right now, you don't have to sacrifice money you're making today at the altar of a promotion. You're able to keep that at the high levels as long as you're qualifying with those volumes. All right. It will require a little bit of a different thinking, but it's a smart way of thinking, a smart way of doing business. It's funny. I never thought I was green until you had me talking about money. Then I feel a little more green. Sinclair, I see you. How are you feeling about things right now? Is it making sense? Okay, good. Good, good. Because I know she's going to be out there sharing this for me. Carrie, how are you feeling about this right now? She's laughing. She's probably a little more blue than I realized. No, you're green? No. Jade's face. That's how I feel. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Wish I could see y'all at the same time. All right. Becky Scott, it's more customer focus, which is the volume comes from, and then we can keep more of our customers. You absolutely can. I mean, you guys, this is, you know, I sometimes feel like the way our structure was set up is it really had us about filling boxes, making sure there was a quantity of things rather than a quality of things, and we're changing that around a little bit. You know, yes, you still need your 4 customers to get your shopping spree. You need 2 to get your fast start bonus. But as you look overall, you know, if we really, let's say people weren't signing 4 new loyals every month, but they just kept really taking care of those customers and they got them really buying in on several products and just kept helping them meet their goals and exceed their goals. Your customers are going to be healthy customers. But then we know they usually upgrade to be a distributor. All right. Maybe I'm going to encourage you guys to, Melody McFarland, and she's been with us a long time. I want to see what her wisdom says. I love how getting the volume with the structure will create stability. No more reaching a rank and falling right back down. I like that. Yep, yep, yep. You know, one of the things I want to encourage you to do is, as you're feeling confused or frustrated, maybe the first thing you do isn't just type out a question in the chat room, because maybe we'll answer it. I'm going to reword things a couple ways. Maybe write it down and see if at the end you still have the question. Okay. Let's try that, because I think some of us are getting a little distracted and a little off track because of these questions that just keep coming in. All right. So we can talk some strategy, all that kind of stuff, but let's stay focused right here on getting you the new information, and then you can come in after with all your questions. Sound good? All right, here we go. All right, so let's keep going through. Now we're heading to presidential. You don't need that fourth leg. Anybody that's gone presidential right now is like, praise Jesus for all the new presidentials. If you've been sitting at triple for a while and you've built a leg to only have one crumble, built a leg to only have one crumble, you're like, praise Jesus. I'm going to focus on these people, you know? And for those of you that have been building your 2.0 spot, I know you know what I'm talking about. There is something that is just defeating about having to build 5 strong legs twice and feeling like you're constantly drawing out your efforts between 10 rather than really focusing on 5. Now it's really about 6. I did 15. I actually did about 20. And it's hard. You're wondering where you're putting those things. And instead of just stability, you just feel like you're drawing that out. But presidential diamond, you now need a diamond leg, a double leg, and a triple leg. And you need 100,000 group volume. Now, some of you are going to go, wait a minute. To get there, it's 100,000, and to keep it, it's 100,000. Yes, because we removed an entire leg. We removed an entire leg, but there's going to be so much more business happening in these legs. The volume is naturally going to follow, and some of that will come through the depth just as the team is growing. But keep in mind, as you're incentivized to build new with your CAB bonuses, which are now called new distributor leadership bonuses. That's going to be a new one for me to get a hold of. You should be adding new too, but again, you can add them new on some of your 2nd, 3rd, and 4th levels, not always on your 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th levels where you're trying to fill those last spots. Some may have to do that because there's still going to be some charting needed, but not as much, not nearly as much. So yes, you have to get there with 3 legs, a diamond, a double, a triple, and 100,000 in volume. You can also maintain with 100,000 in volume. No more than, you have to get more than 50,000, or you have to get at least 50,000 of that 100 from one leg. Okay, you can have a power leg, but you're going to need some volume outside of that too. And then ambassador. Ambassador, you do need $250,000 to get there. Group volume, 1 needs to be a presidential, 2 need to be triples. Okay, and you need 250,000. Now, once you get there, you just need 250 to keep it. No more. You have to have at least 125,000 coming outside of one leg. But heaven forbid, one of your 3 legs does crumble. You can continue to maintain with the volume. Okay. It's not like you have to have a requalifying triple press to stay there. Okay. So once you get to once you go to diamond, double, triple, pres, and ambassador, you can maintain with volume. Presidential and ambassador, you can maintain, but it has to be the same volume as it takes to get there, okay? Again, you continue to get a raise in your new distributor leadership bonus as you go from pres to ambassador. And then we have a new position. Here's the monthly maintenance in front of you. I like this little book here to just remind you of what it takes to maintain with just volume. Look at this. There's the definition for the new double ambassador. You have to be ambassador in your primary account and your 2.0 account. They must both be paid as ambassador. And you must accumulate 500,000 in group volume on your primary account. Well, if you've got a 2.0, that's helping your primary account. Okay, that's all accumulating. That's group volume. And you must maintain these requirements monthly to continue to get the perks of being a double ambassador. I think a question that I was asked multiple times is, do I just get that 0.5% bonus one time? No, you get it every month that you maintain double ambassador. And you can officially now say we get paid on our entire structure. We get paid on our entire structure. Black Diamond is more of a recognition rank that celebrates an earning of 6 figures a month for 6 consecutive months. It will also come with a $100,000 bonus that gets paid out over 25 months, $4,000 a month. So you get all those, the package deal too, the jet, the jewelry, the little video documentary, and all the other little perks of that as well. And so don't forget, there is a glossary of terms here for you. There are some new glossary terms in there. So go through that, especially all those greens. And then here's where we actually explain compensation details like generation payout examples and triple generation examples, and your cab coding leadership bonuses, however you want to refer to those. So come in here to find out any more specifics. Obviously, the income disclosure statement is there as well. Okay, one thing I want to talk about before I get into the questions. When you tell people how they get paid, you guys, I want to remind you of a couple things. A confused mind says no. A confused mind says no. What does that mean? Don't answer more than they ask. And I would never sit down with a brand new distributor and pull out the compensation plan. You might as well think they're going to pass out in that moment and be done with. They'll be baked and done, overcooked. I would encourage you to talk about the ways we get paid and it works. You know, we have cash, product cash, keto cash, wrap cash, whatever you want to call that. We have sample cash, and that's right now money. We have ways you can get paid daily, weekly, monthly. These are key buzzwords that you can teach your team to talk about our comp plan. All right. We get paid daily, weekly, monthly. We can make right now money. We can make product cash. We have unlimited weekly bonuses with the Fast Start bonuses. That's another buzzword. I like the word unlimited weekly bonuses because it's a term that the masses understand. It's not just a term that the world of MLM understands. Does that make sense? Fast Start bonuses is an MLM word. All right, let's talk about what's another way we get paid. Residual income. Residual income is another way that we get paid. And I don't know about you guys, but one of the things that I love about residual income, and people don't talk about it anymore. It used to be called, you know, if we really want to date some of us, you can call it mailbox money. Every month, the check comes to your mailbox. You can call it direct deposit money. Every month, you get money directly deposited into your bank account. But it's money you get paid time and time again off the efforts you did one time. Another way to talk about residual income is, you know, you can residual income, for example, is like going to a movie and seeing a good movie and recommending it to a few friends. And if they go to the movie theater is going to pay you for it. And then anytime they come back to the movies, you're going to get a portion of whatever they go see, right? So if they're a group of 5 and 5 people see a movie, maybe you get a percentage of those 5 tickets. Think about Michael Jackson. He's still making money on songs and albums he wrote a long time ago. That's what residual income is. And so, you know, that's why you want to have a product that's consumable, that people order month after month after month. Something I was told early on in the industry was, you know, in the beginning, it's a lot of work for a little bit of pay. But as time goes on, whether it's the same amount of work or less work, you'll get more pay. Because it's not just leveraging your own efforts, it's making money off of the efforts of others as well. And I'll never forget the moment I called Shelly Hyde and said, she was like the top 3 income earner in her company. And she was like telling me how good she was doing. And she was doing like 25, 30 parties a month, making $10,000 a month. But I said, Shelly, what happens to you if, heaven forbid, you walk across the street and get hit by a car? What will your family make next month? She said, nothing. I don't get paid if I'm not having parties and buying inventory and, you know, whatever. And I said, guess what happens if I get hit by a car? And she's like, what? I'm like, at the time I was making $32,000 a month. I said, my family would still earn $32,000 because I'm set up on an auto ship and I'm going to get paid. It's a willable, sellable business. And that's when she was like, oh, sign me up. I didn't know something like that existed. Also, what if you're someone doing 25, 30 parties a month and you've reached the cap of what you can earn? Because you got to be able to duplicate yourself, right? Well, that business doesn't pay you to duplicate yourself. Ours does. So that, you know, that's where that residual income conversation is really, really powerful. So we get anywhere from 2 to 15% residual, plus up to 9% generational is also residual. And then now for you double ambassador, you're going to get another 0.5% on your entire organization. So it's pretty profound. You can earn a total of 24.5% potentially on your entire organization. That's a huge amount of residual income. All right, so then we've got residual, and then we've got leadership bonuses. Now, you guys, I clumped 2 bonuses into one. I clumped generational and these new distributor leadership bonuses into one. So really, that's 2 more. That's, you know, generational. You get paid to help your team promote, and when you do, you get a % pay raise on their organization. And then it's also every time you bring in someone new, now when they get their customers and they run their auto ship, not only do you make a fast start bonus, you're going to make the cab bonus of $80. And as they go out and sponsor, whoever the enroller is makes the 100, but you as the diamond leader make the 80. As infinite levels deep or until a new diamond comes in and there's some breakaway, but it takes a while. I remember still making money 30 something levels deep in my organization off of Shelly Hyde. You know, you got like the Parkers that come in under there. You got Rankins that come in under there. You had Keenelands that came under there. You had Brooke out in Australia that came under there. And the list goes on and on and on and on. And all those were giving me those leadership bonuses. So those are leadership bonuses. You don't earn any leadership bonuses until you hit at least the rank of diamond. So why should someone go diamond? So you can earn on the full comp plan. That's another buzzword. Why go diamond? Earn on the full comp plan. And when they see what a diamond makes on average, obviously that's a no-brainer too, to help them understand, if you want to make $2,000 extra a month, we got to go diamond. And then there's a fifth way that we get paid that I like to share with everybody, and those are the promotions. Those are the rank up bonuses, for example. That's the guarantee type promotions. So that's another piece of our comp plan that has become a pillar, is what are they going to come out with next, right? Now, there's even another one. We don't write about it because there could be a time where it's no longer there, but right now we also have a car bonus. You gather 60 customers with a personal bonus volume of 3,000 or higher, and you get a $600 extra bonus in your check every month. We call it a car bonus. And it works. We didn't want to lock you in to a contract. We said, hey, if you want to go spend $600 every month on a car or save $600 every month on a car, and then when you have enough, go pay cash for one. But yeah, we didn't want other companies to be able to say to us, well, we have a car bonus. Do you? Yeah, we do. But our company gives us money instead of locks us into a contract. A lot of companies lock you into a contract, you lose your bonus. Guess what? You still have your contract. So I like that that's how we decided to pay that one out. So, you know, the conversation is, how do we pay? Show them the different ways that we pay. They can earn daily, weekly, monthly. Pretty powerful. I'm going to look through some of these questions that came in consistently. Someone said, if somebody is an ambassador and they have a Prez triple, that's 250,000, but 135 is coming from one leg, is that okay to rank or maintain ambassador? I'm going to have to get the answer to the question, because the answer to me seems like the answer should be yes, because technically, if you had structure, I mean, it should be yes. If you had structure, one Prez is going to be 100, one triple is going to be 50, the other triple is going to be 50, that's 200. So that means the other 50 could come from anywhere. So that means you're not just maintaining with volume. If you're just maintaining with volume, you'd have to have at least 125,000 from somewhere else. But if you're maintaining with just structure, as long as you have that structure and the total volume, you're fine. Hopefully that makes sense to whoever asked that question. Is there a Ruby maintenance volume? No. You have to do 2,000 and 3 qualified legs. Okay, there is no maintenance anymore for Ruby. Can PCV be placed below you? Yes, because we can give customers away. Is there a minimum volume for a qualified customer for fast start qualification? Yes, 25 BV. Does the personal bonus volume of the person who ranks up count in the total GV needed to rank up? Yes, your personal volume counts towards your own group volume. Always has, always will. Is a qualified leg still a qualified leg? It sure is. It sure is. Will we have charting beta? I don't have the answer to that right now, and to be honest, I don't know that that's a real big deal. When we think of the scheme of things and what we're going after, that to me is not a huge deal. I think I've answered the main questions that came in. Do we have a shopping spree? Yes, shopping spree. $100 shopping spree when you gather 4 loyal customers, 25 BV minimums, okay? And they got to do it in their first 30 days. If you maintain with your structure, the volume doesn't have to be 50%. It only has to be 50% if you're only maintaining with volume, okay? All right, you guys are answering your own questions. I love it. If you sign a customer in 2019, they order 150 BV and pay the $50 membership fee to be a loyal, does that count for bonuses? Yes, it does. It's not a quantity as much as it's the quality customer of 150 BV. No more 150 shopping for 5 loyal customer. Great question, Denise. No, there is not that in place. Executive is absolutely the same. All right. Right now, new distributors in February do not get the coupon codes. New distributors from January that placed an order do. How cool is that? So if you had new distributors in January join, they do. Yes, keep 150 PCV one time. That counts for the year. Unless, let's say you do just 150. Okay, let's just say you do 150 in January from 3 new customers. But let's say one of them returns a product. You have now fallen below 150 and you need to replace that. It's not so much about the customer as much as how much new customer volume you're responsible for. Now, granted, if that's only their first month, we're pretty darn sure they're going to order a second month. So they'll probably keep adding to it. But yeah, that's how you guarantee new PCV volume. No. Every distributor in It Works gets 7 codes. If they placed an order in January, placed an order, if they went to conference, they get another 7 for a total of 150. Elizabeth, I'll make sure our customer service has the right scripts. But again, I think sometimes it's easy to misunderstand each other when we're moving quickly. So if they're missing codes, they just need to submit a ticket, or if they come to you and you have a BAM, just let the BAM know. Again, anybody who went to conference got an extra 7. Anybody who is a distributor and placed an order in January got 7 also. So that was the masses. If they bought the conference ticket and didn't show up, they do not get the codes. They got 20 codes with their conference ticket. We don't feel bad about not giving it to them. Oh my gosh, Jade Hooper, you make me smile so bad. Okay. Jess, I'm sure that they'll get, if somebody bought something the Saturday they heard, I'm sure they'll be qualified, but I'm not 100% sure because I do know it said in January. Cross your fingers and hope they get it. Why wouldn't somebody have placed an order in January? An auto ship, an order, like my gosh, but I'm sure there's a few outliers. Taylor, if your flight was canceled and you couldn't get there and you can show that proof, we will give you 7 coupon codes, okay? We are definitely forgiving people. But there were some people whose flights got canceled and they drove 20 hours. So we will make exceptions, but it really was to honor the people that were there because of the power of being in that room. Oh my gosh, now your questions are coming in so fast, I can't even see what I'm missing. It's so funny. If you have a girl that did place an order and didn't get codes, give time. Some of them are still probably being processed, but don't hesitate to submit a ticket and say we didn't get ours, okay? Because again, these are computers doing it, and we know computers aren't perfect.